What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Scary Hour. I know you guys have been seeing it all throughout social media lately. This whole last 3 or 4 days, it's just been all about milk crates. It's been all about milk crates, and I'm not gonna hold you. These have been one of the funniest shits I've seen all year so far. So this got it. You feel me? If y'all see me sweating, it's just because I got out the shower right now. And I just came on immediately to record. But yeah. So these have been one of the most funniest shits so far in 2021. It's hilarious. The fact that people even think that they could just get through, and I mean, some can do it because I'm gonna show you guys one guy that actually ended up doing it at a great and high level of difficulty as well. So stay tuned for that. But I just don't understand. There's certain people who have no business stepping on these crates, bruh. There's certain people that have no business whatsoever. And we're gonna take a look at some of these. All right. I actually had to save these videos because, bro, I knew I had to implement them onto this episode because this shit is too funny, bro. So I'm gonna look at some of them because it's just the right thing to do. You just have to have a laugh. All right, so off rip with the first one that I'm gonna bring up. This one right here. This is what I mean when I said that this person has no business doing this challenge, because the minute you go to the ER is the minute you have a whole lot of money to pay these motherfuckers. You know how I get to do surgery and shit. So off rip, we're going to start off with the OG. Some old head here. We're not going to put no audio on these for copyright reasons. You see he stepped, oh, boom, tailbone gone. The tailbone is gone. We're going to take one more look at this. The tailbone is gone. And y'all know, bruh, bing. Nah, y'all know how bad it is to hit your tailbone. I play basketball I used to play basketball a lot. And whenever I would go for a rebound or some shit like that, I would land on my back. The tailbone is over. I am rubbing that shit. It hurts probably just as much as you twisting an ankle. It just feels like you dislocated something in your tailbone, and it didn't. You didn't. It just should just hurt really bad. But these are the exhibit A of the type of people that should not be doing this crate shit. Real shit, bro. Like, people just be risking it. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't really get it. So the next one that we're gonna go into. This is another exhibit as to why you shouldn't do it, because there's people out here who don't give a fuck about your well-being. There's people out here that do not care about you. As long as they get a laugh out of you, or a laugh out of the people around you of you, then it gets them to a different level. So it gets them excited. It gets them happy. That's all they need. All the validation that they need is all. You could be mad at the person, but as long as everybody else around them found him funny or her funny, it's over. So this next video is crazy, which is one of the reasons why I'm not doing this damn challenge, because you bugging the fuck out. People around me are the type to do some shit like this. Let's take a look at it. Off rip, we didn't even have to give the video a second. It started within the second. This man really just violated this dude. We're going to take another look at it because I feel like it deserves another look at it. Word to my mother, you know how much it hurt to get hit here on your ribs. And there's a couple more. There's like one or two more where it's just body shot by crates. I mean, that's a fight. Word two. I'm not gonna take your life for it because you're lucky and I'm not that type of nigga. But we fighting for sure. We fighting. And I don't even care if you whoop my ass afterwards either, because it's like, you feel me? Nah, bro. You're not about to do this. I'm halfway through too. A little over halfway through. And you over here gonna kick me off? I counted the crates. These motherfuckers be 7, 8, 9 crates up. You know how tall that is? That's that's taller than a basketball hoop. That's taller than 10 feet, bro. Nah, yeah, you wildin'. Word to you bugging. That disrespect right there, you get no respect in your hood if somebody come to you and do this shit to you. Word to everything. Cause they do not give a fuck about your well-being. That's different. That's different. These are not in any order, specific order. These have just been one of the toughest ones I've seen so far. So I had to like save these in order to show you guys, because I feel like I've seen all of them. And this is another one right here. My man's, I don't know what he got on his feet. That shit is big as hell. You see him wobbling already, you feel me? He tried to skip. Boom. Damn. He tried to skip. That. Y'all seen that, right? That's the wrong thing. He didn't really step on there. He tried to like, I stepped on the crate, but I'm going to step on the other one with the same foot, and I'm going to leap over. Like, y'all going to see it again. Step on this crate. You know what? It shit wobbly. Nah, I'm going to step over it. Fuck it. Boom. And y'all thought the other one hurt. This one right here, that whole crate he landed on, with like that hit his rib, was still intact. It wasn't like halfway going down. It wasn't like already down on the floor. That shit was already still intact. Y'all know how much that shit hurt. And if y'all don't, try the crate challenge and try to land like that. Y'all gonna feel it. But yeah, I don't know what he got on. We're gonna take a look at it one more time. This man's do-rag flapped like crazy. Y'all gonna see. He got a cigarette in his hand, whatever, a blunt, whatnot. Boom. And you know he's strong because he held on to that for dear life. He couldn't hold on to his balance, but he hold on to that nicotine. I think that's a cigarette. Word too. Yeah, he definitely holding on to that. He taking deep breaths and all that. Yeah, that's crazy. This one right here wasn't as bad. Just this next one, it wasn't as bad just because I feel like I could take that. The rib shots I couldn't take. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going like that last dude and I'm standing on the floor and I'm just. But this next one right here, you're gonna see how much this hurt this man. Cause he was, going out. Oh, he held on. He was just telling him he's cheating if he do that. He goes up. Okay. He got balance, you feel me? He getting stable for this next step. Now he high. He can't control himself. Bang! Nah, he had to walk it off. Look at him. Look at the walk off. Watch. Look. Focus on the walk off. So look, he's here. It's wobbly a little bit. Let him concentrate. Next step. Ready? Let's go. Oh, now we too high. Bang. Funny thing is, he looked like a bodybuilder too. He thought he could handle that shit. Word too. Damn, bro, that shit hurt. Cause his ribs got it too. I ain't gonna hold you. His ribs got a piece of that. They definitely, the crates got a piece of his ribs, definitely. And a piece of his stomach too. So his air and his ribs is gone. But I don't feel like that one was as bad as the others that I showed you guys. Them rib shots, they were at a certain height, landing straight down to rib shot. That's crazy. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So now I wanted to save these last three because these last three are one of like severe ones because these are so dangerous. These are the reasons why I'm not doing this. Another reason why I'm not doing this shit. So, so we're gonna go with. Let me see. I'm gonna go with this one. So he's surfing off rip. You see him in the waves. Boom. This is why I say this one's dangerous. This man landed. He broke his fall with his arm, right? But he still managed to land under his head, under his body for some reason. I don't understand how and what was the logic behind that. I mean, I guess there's no logic when you falling from that high, especially in like what? Those are Timbs. But my man said, "Whoop, boom," cracked his neck open. That's dangerous as shit. That's the only reason why I added here. I feel like it don't hurt. I feel like it just knocks you out. That's how I feel. I feel like that fall right there just knocks you out. It don't hurt. But these next two is crazy. These next two are different. Like, I don't know. I feel like these last two are the Black Air Forces of crate challenge. This is like really the Hood Olympics though, real shit. But we're gonna go with this one. I feel like this one's the second worst. He goes up. He think he got this shit. All right, I'm here. Boom, boom. Yo, word two. I don't know what he thought about jumping from the top. I maybe he didn't understand the assignment. You feel me? Maybe he thought like, you know, oh shit, I fucked up by even going up really fast, so I might as well just try to jump from here. We're gonna look at it one more time. Look, he's going up too damn fast. By the time you get up there, his face hit the concrete like from that high, bro. His face hit the concrete. That's crazy. Like he go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got this, y'all. Never mind. Bang. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And now this the last one. Before I show you guys how it's really done, by the way. This is the last one right here. This one is crazy. Like he's wobbling off rip. He's trying to catch balance, but he can't. So it's just like fuck it. Boom, boom, pow. Yo, count the crates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 crates up. This is dangerous, y'all. Y'all niggas is wildin', bro. We're gonna watch this one more time. Look, wobble, 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 wobble. He gives up on trying to find balance, so he tries to take a step forward, which completely fucks him over. Womp, wop, bow. Nah, we aren't gonna laugh at nobody's injury anymore. That's the worst ones that I've seen so far. People are still doing these, so they're gonna come out one where somebody breaks something. I just feel it. But these are the ones that I found the worst. Now the way to do it is like this. We're gonna look at this man right here. He's rolling up a blunt as he's doing it, but at the same time he's taking his time. You feel me? Like this man right here, his level of concentration is different. You could tell he's the type of nigga not to fuck around with, because he's the type of dude that he looks real calm, and at the time he finished rolling up his blunt, he gonna smack the shit out of you. Now he's standing at the top real regular. I'm gonna have to speed up the video just a little bit because he stands here for like a whole minute. No cap. So as he starts to go, give me a second. As he starts to go down, he puts a foot down. And one thing that I'm concerned about, I'm not a sneakerhead, but the way he had creased them sneakers is crazy. Now, after that, he just goes down this shit with ease. Like nothing happened. He's at the last one standing there. I'm chilling. I finna light this blunt. I finished rolling it. Feel me? I deserve it. I'm here before I even step on the grass. I'm gonna light this shit. And he does that. And he steps onto the grass. And boom. That's how it can get done. You feel me? It can get done. Y'all seen it there. Y'all seen it now. It can get done. This is one of the most funniest, most dangerous shit I've seen this year. And even last year, obviously. And it's just like, bro, what is the point of that? Like, it makes you think, like, who came up with some shit like this? Like, who ever thought about, like, oh, yo, what if we stack crates up and you just walk on top of them? I remember I used to work at a place where they would have stacked crates. And I would look at that and I would always think to myself, like, yo, what if I walk up this shit? And I just immediately would think about the pain that would cause if I fell from there. Just thinking about landing on one of them crates is crazy. But I don't know. People be bored as hell. And plus, I'm pretty sure a lot of these were for the money. You feel me? So, hey, man, quick $500 just to get over some crates. Worth the try. You feel me? I don't know. For some people, I guess. I don't know. But that shit was funny as hell. It was too hilarious. It was too funny. But anyways, it's crazy. I'm gonna completely switch shifts here, gears here, into a different topic, and we're gonna talk about vaccination incentives or vaccine incentives. And it's crazy how at the beginning you would start to see when the vaccine started rolling out, you'll start to see how companies were putting out these ads and these commercials, offering people who get the vaccine free coffee, free beers, free shots. There were also like free donuts and stuff like that. I remember that when the vaccine started first rolling out. Now at the time of the recording of this episode, I have just seen that the Pfizer vaccine has gotten FDA approved. So that has been the first and only vaccine company who has been approved by FDA. Now, it makes it a little bit good to know, because I guess if it's FDA approved, then I might consider getting it. But at the end of the day, it's my little conspiracy theorist in the head ass start to think about, like, what if, these motherfuckers is working? Obviously, they would be working together. And what does FDA approve really mean? You feel me? So I don't know. There's that. If y'all hear me sniffing a lot, it's because I'm a little bit under the weather. But aside from that, yeah, I still have my tinfoil hat on, and I feel like, I don't know, something going on there, but that's just me thinking too deeply into the stuff. So, now they went from, those small offerings, like, free coffee, like we said, free donuts, free shots, free beers, or whatnot. And now they pushing it up to like $100. Then they pushed it up to like $100 bonus, $100 bonuses. And in California, they had like, if 10 winners out of the, I think it was like millions of people that get the vaccine, if 10 winners in California, they'll be picking out 10 winners that get the vaccine, and then each of those winners will get $1.5 million. That was back in June. So, it lets you know off rip, like, okay, they got they bribing a motherfucker to go get this shit. Like, you feel me? We finna watch out. So there's that. And it's like, I don't know. This is things like that gets me a little riled up. In Illinois, they had like a $10 million vaccine sweepstakes, which is crazy, because this whole shit turned into a whole like gambling business for some reason. And then here in New York, they had like free weekly subway passes, as if we already, New Yorkers, don't hop the trains and the buses. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. It's just it's these little things like that it's just like concerning, because it's like, why are you bribing us to go get the vaccine? A thing that's not FDA approved, and then also at the time wasn't FDA approved, because these sweepstakes and offerings, big offerings, $10 million stakes and stuff like that came out a little bit before the summer started. So, it's things like this that is a little alarming to see, and it's a little scary. Sorry guys, had some technical difficulties. Anyways, so we're still on the topic. And this past week, I've seen a lot of I seen a lot of like misinformation getting spread around. So like people on Twitter, I seen it come from Twitter, but it came over to Instagram as well. People posting a meme of that and it was an outdated meme. So let me explain to you. There was outdated reports of the CEO of Pfizer being denied entry to Israel due to not being fully vaccinated, and that turned into a whole meme because people, obviously people leftists obviously will turn into it and be like, oh, that's crazy. Not even the CEO of Pfizer is getting vaccinated. Like, pay attention to what's going on, guys. This and the third. Little did the people who didn't create the meme know was that information was outdated. So, for example, back in when was it? I'm sorry. Back in March 10, he got fully vaccinated. Well, this happened back in March 10, 2021. So we talking about months back. We talking about like 5 months ago. This story came out, but this started trending on social media as a meme now at the beginning of this month, August, which is crazy to me because it's like, bruh, you got not like, what are y'all trying to prove by spreading misinformation? Like, people are just so, I don't know. People are just so, I don't know. I don't get it. It's just so stupid. But yes, so the CEO of Pfizer being denied entry to Israel back in March or before March due to the fact that he only had one dose of vaccine or one shot. And then in March 10th, he finally said it on Twitter. He tweeted it and said, I'm finally fully vaccinated. So I don't know if he actually ended up going again to try to go into Israel, but yeah. So, people took that and 5 months later, for some reason, made it into a meme, and in order to make people more scared about getting the vaccination or whatnot. I don't know. It's just everything is so weird. And now that I even think about it, I was reading this article. I don't remember much about the article, but what I do remember is that towards the beginning of the pandemic, there was this group that was it was a massive group, really looking forward to spreading misinformation about the vaccine on purpose in order to and I may be butchering it, so please bear with me. But they would be spreading misinformation in order to spread the awareness that people should really be careful about taking the vaccine and should not trust the government on taking the vaccine. So I'm going to try to pull it up here somewhere and show you guys what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's just I look at that and then I go back to the time when I thought about that or when I read that article, and it's like it kind of makes sense as to maybe the same people made the meme or people that support that movement, that misinformation against the vaccines movement or whatnot. And it's just crazy to me. It's just you really can't trust at all. You cannot trust whatsoever this entire anything you see on social media for this reason. People just always post things just to post things because they seen a couple of their followers posting it. Does not mean that you that's the right information and that you should post. So it's like, I don't know. It's really concerning. It's really it sucks a lot. And yeah. So, I don't know. That's what I have on the vaccine incentives and everything that I personally have a problem with. Now, moving on from that, there's been this guy, this MLB player, Felipe Vasquez. If anybody doesn't know, I'm going to put you on right now. But this man was sentenced to 2 to 4 years for having sex with a 13-year-old. And he's 30, by the way, guys. He's 30 years old. This man was like 17 when she was born. And it's crazy to me because it's like I don't understand. I don't understand, what do you find in a child? You know? What do you find in somebody who I'm sorry if you guys hear screaming in the back, that's my siblings. But what do you find in a child that's not fully developed? It's not even called a woman. Like I just don't understand. I don't get it. The nastiness, the I don't get it. I really don't understand. It's people like this that you should just put in jail and throw away the key. And it's very concerning. I not just concerning, obviously. It's just, it's very nasty. It's fucking disgusting. I don't know. It's people like this. It just gets me angry because I could just think about my siblings and my younger sister and my younger brother and how there's dirty people, not 30, not 30, dirty people out there, really looking at children in this way because we're talking about children here. I don't even know. And then it's funny because it's not funny, but it's crazy because I seen the video of him getting pulled away and brought into court, and this man was really smiling, bro, like smiling. But I don't know. He's a Venezuelan MLB player and a convicted sex offender, nicknamed the Nightmare. The irony of the nickname. Who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So it's crazy because sailing a boat, giving kids nightmares, and it's like, imagine him. As soon as I read his nickname was Nightmare, and the fact that he plays for the Pirates, I just for some reason thought of Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow, and it's like I could just envision him just being such like this kind of prey, this pirate looking for treasure in these 13-year-olds. He got arrested for CP, which I'm not gonna explain to you what that is. You search it yourself what CP means, and child endangerment as well. So he has 21 counts of different charges in this area. So it's crazy that he even got 2 to 4 years off rip. So I don't know. But yeah, it's like sailing a boat, giving kids nightmares, terrorizing them in a Captain Jack Sparrow suit. It's crazy. Just the thought of that, just me saying that is crazy. Like, I don't understand. I really don't get it. It's disgusting. It's dirty. People with this kind of mindset think that it's okay to even prey on maybe like older teens, maybe like 16, 17-year-olds. And it's not, bro. Like, this shit is disgusting. Shit is dirty because your mind is not fully developed at that age. I have a better understanding of my life, and I have a better understanding on the decisions that I make, but my brain is still developing. Till the time you're 25 years of age, your brain does not stop developing. I'm currently 23, and I know that my brain is still developing, and I'm susceptible to making mistakes. And that's not to say that even after you're 25 you can't make any mistakes, because now your mind is up to its peak, and that's not the case. People are still gonna make mistakes whether or not they're 25 or younger or older, because we're human beings at the end of the day. And he could jack that was a mistake, but it's like you're a 30-year-old smiling at the camera when you're getting taken into for questioning or for whatever it is, processing to go to jail or whatnot, and you're smiling into the camera, completely says that you're completely aware of what's going on, your surrounding, what you've done, and the fact that you are getting 2 to 4 years is probably a little bit relieving for you as a fucking sex offender, you fucking dick. So it's like, I don't know. It's shit like this. It's shit like this, man. But people will have to watch out with who they put their kids around, and why you should watch out on what apps your kids be on, or at least monitor what they're doing, because 13 years and older is when you start to really experience the hormones in your body going crazy. As a male individual, I can speak for that, where my hormones at 13 and over was spiraling out of control. I would have thought that it would have been fine talking to an older person, because I like the fact that, I can look at somebody that's way older than me and be like, okay, we're not supposed to be doing this. So it's like, oh, the thrill of it as a child. But what do I know better? I'm a freaking kid. I'm a teenager, and these are one of the mistakes that people at that age commit. And so I completely understand that. From the child's aspect of it, it's why you as a parent should monitor, or guardian should monitor what that kid is doing on that tablet, on that phone, and I don't know. I don't even know how people let it get by them, and they're not even paying attention to the fact that this man was holding in, CP. I don't know. It's disgusting, bro. I'm not gonna give him too much clout though. That man is this man is disgusting. There are many other different dogs like this, many other different dirty people like this. He's currently a restricted player, so I think he's still on the roster, I believe, but he's just under like restrictions. So I don't know how that process goes. It's just crazy to me and weird to me that he's still even in the roster, and I feel like a lot of people get away with this type of with these type of charges, because I feel like these dirty old rich dudes be on that same type of time. I feel like when you make it to a certain stature, there's a lot of people. The people that make it to this certain stature in life like that shit. We seen it with Epstein. He had no business doing that shit, but he still did it. Had a whole lot of money. And you see the ties that he had within his whole thing. The amount of high-ranking individuals that got questioned and brought in for questioning, and you've seen the frustration in their faces, like Prince Andrew. You've seen that. You can search it up on YouTube. His interview with a reporter who asked amazing questions. If anybody has not seen it, I think you should see it. Definitely look into it and search it up on YouTube. But that's where I seen it. I seen it on YouTube. But it's like I don't really understand what do you find in a child, especially when you're that old. It's like, and then the fact that I don't know, man. That's just disgusting to me. You guys do your research. Prince Andrew interview. Epstein, I guess, search it exactly like that. Epstein, Prince Andrew interview. And it was after Epstein killed himself. So, it's a little bit he had a little bit of free range to say whatever the fuck he wanted to say without getting checked. So in the interview you could hear him talk about how he had a certain conversation with Epstein on a certain picture that they had that was circling around of them in I think it was Madison Square Garden. I mean, no, I forgot. It was a picture in the park, not Madison Square Garden. Sorry, it was a picture in the park, and he put that he was having a conversation with them with Epstein in that park about this, that, and the third. And obviously he's gonna say something like that and he can't say something like that because Epstein is not here to actually say whether that's true or not. So search it up, you guys. I found it very intriguing, and I feel like you will too. But moving on from these pedophiles, OnlyFans. OnlyFans is officially moving on from pornographic content, guys. That shit is crazy to me. When I first seen this story, I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me. Like, what? A part of me wants to say hoorah, but then a part of me also says this is the downfall of OnlyFans. And one of the reasons why I even say this is a downfall is because you're known for strictly this. OnlyFans is not like Patreon, where on Patreon you would go in and, for example, I could go and put episodes up on Patreon for a certain amount of dollars a month, you know, and we're in the talks of that. I'm thinking about that. So hold on to that thought. So, but anyways, with Patreon, you think more about, you know, content creators that are really far from OnlyFans, or posting the content like OnlyFans. It's not known for nudity. It's what I'm trying to say, essentially. Patreon is, and OnlyFans is. You know, I don't get me wrong though. I've thought of like being different than others and actually posting on OnlyFans, but not posting obviously pornographic content, but more so, you know, episodes that I don't want to be published for the public, just subscribers. So, you know, it's just to see if you know, I would attract some kind of heat through there like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like it would give a bad connotation to what we have going on here with this podcast and everything. So that's the only reason why I didn't go through with that and decided just to pull the plug on it. But I think this is over. I think it's over for all of this that's going on with OnlyFans. I think this is the downfall of OnlyFans. The only reason that they're doing this is to get more money from investors and stuff like this, and get more sponsors, more money from sponsors and more sponsorship opportunities. And I completely understand that. This is exactly what Worldstar did a few episodes back. We spoke about this when it first came out. I just didn't never think that it was gonna actually go through with the entire you know, with actually happening. I thought it was just like a rumor and then it was over with. But I remember saying that this is exactly what happened with Worldstar Hip Hop, where at the beginning I would go on there and I would watch videos, fighting compilations of videos that throughout the entire week. They would drop every week. They would drop these compilations of different videos that were surfacing the web and social medias and stuff like that, where it would be multiple people just busting ass and fighting. And Worldstar was known for that. And eventually, you know, they grew out of that, and you would no longer look for Worldstar on their website. You will start following them on Instagram or Twitter or stuff like that. So I feel like back when Worldstar was the at its peak of website use, when you know they had their website and they were at their peak with their website, I feel like, you know, that's when they had the kind of the space to go all out and post those fighting compilations, those you know, those them women twerking and all of that shit. So not that they don't post that now, they still do. For some reason they stopped the violence and they upped the ante on nudity. Not nudity, but like, you know, sexual provocations. I don't know, like, you get what I mean. They upped the ante on ass shaking. They upped the ante on all of that shit, on OnlyFans promotion and stuff like that. But they completely dropped the ball on violence. So yeah, we spoke about that on a few episodes ago. And now it's actually coming into fruition. And next month, I think this is the only month where it will take place, where OnlyFans will still be working regularly, and I think up until next month is when the change is going to be implemented. So we, you know, still developing story. We're gonna see what shit is gonna happen, like what's gonna happen, and I will keep you guys intact with that. And also people would have to officially move on from pornographic content. the people who have been making millions of dollars a month, hundreds of $1,000s a month, will have to either go back to what they were doing before they even made the change, or I don't know, bro. It's time to find a job, and there are a lot of jobs because there are a lot of people unemployed. So I don't know. Then again, if you were somebody who was taking your money seriously during this leap that you took to put pornographic content, and you were very successful with it on OnlyFans, if you've been managing your money correctly and you've been watching how well and how to move your money, then you shouldn't be worried. Now, if you off rip got an apartment that you wouldn't be able to afford if it wasn't for OnlyFans, then it's clipped for you. If you were somebody who bought a vehicle that you can no longer afford, then it's clipped for you as well. But I hope the best for you guys, and yeah, you'll find your way. You'll find your way. There are other platforms as well. So it's like, that's not the only thing. There are other platforms. There are other places where you can go to and search. There are places like, I wrote them down here. This one called Fan Central and Is My Girl. Literally, that's the name of the websites. They don't have the ring that OnlyFans has. But I mean, hey, these desperate simps are gonna go straight to wherever the fuck you put your content at, because they want to see that they want to see them titties, they want to see that ass, they want to see all that. So they don't care about what platform is on, as long as they paying their monthly subscriptions and they get to see your ass shaking with nothing on. So there are these alternatives. So then again, y'all have a choice. You feel me? Y'all have the ability to go somewhere else. But yeah, there's that on OnlyFans. Elon Musk, our real life Tony Stark. He's creating a human prototype robot. I asked a couple of my friends about how they felt about this news, and they were, some were saying, and a couple of my followers as well. I put up a poll on my story, so if you want, follow me on Instagram. Links is in the description, but if you don't want to do all of that, it's at Adrian's World on Instagram. I put up a poll on my story, asking people, how do you feel, or would you cop a robot, or this Tesla robot, if it was affordable? Because the majority of the people that I follow, they ain't rich. So if it was affordable, and majority of the people said no, but for obvious reasons, like, if that shit malfunctions or some shit like that, and a lot of people are actually afraid of the evolution of AI and robots and stuff like that. So I personally, if it was affordable, I'd cop. I would definitely cop. There were a few people that also said yes to it. I should have probably put up a questionnaire so they could explain why in the box, why they chose yes and why they chose no. But it's crazy, because we're up to this point now in life where we're finally starting to hear news about this, where we would actually see a prototype, or like in the movies, you see these human-like robots doing human-like things. Now the robot is supposed to do things that like easy things that they could just help you with. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means like something like, I don't know, like wash your dishes or some shit, or maybe like bring you something. Maybe like like you ask it to bring you your car keys, it'll bring it to you. To bring you your sneakers or whatnot, and it'll bring it to you. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what that means. You feel me? It's still a developing story, so But I don't know. The prototype exposes that they're more technologically, or there are more technological advances than we know about. This was a point that was made by my girlfriend. She was telling me that, that just goes to show that there's more out there than we know of that they're working on. And it's crazy because that's true. You feel me? It's obviously knowing Elon Musk. I don't know him personally, obviously, but I'm saying like knowing what he's capable of with the self-driving vehicle, and now this. It's and then also seeing how based on different interviews and stuff like that, seeing how his mind works. I'm completely all for it. You feel me? This is just things. These are things that are inevitable on happening, and us as humans, as a human race, will eventually get accustomed to it, get used to it. I'm pretty sure people had backlash on the new iPhone for some reason because it was the first touchscreen phone. I don't know what they thought. Maybe people was like, it's like the same thing as watching TV. You can mess up your vision or whatnot, which is probably true. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, it it exposes that there are more technological advances than we know about, and it's true because if it's how I'm imagining it to be, for it to be doing the chores that I wanted it to do, or like the little things where like I don't know, then it's lit. I'm copping it. I don't want to and watch the same people that would be like, oh, I don't know, they'll eventually cop too. You know what I mean? People that are unaware about it, or not unaware, but like they're scared to cop it, eventually will cop it. So yeah, I don't know. There's that on Elon Musk human prototype robot. I'm just really excited for it, and I hope it's not that expensive. I mean, what business do I have buying a fucking robot? I'm not financially stable right now. And most of the people listening to this podcast probably not either. But eventually, by the time I will be financially stable, it won't be a prototype. It would be official. So, moving on. Last episode 10, we spoke about Afghanistan. We're going to continue talking about it again here in this podcast. I was listening to a podcast, an episode of Flagrant 2. I just became part of their subscribed subscriptions, and I'm not gonna say much just because obviously you would have to pay in order for you to watch this content or that episode. But it's on Patreon, by the way, at Flagrant 2. But I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna just put up a couple points that I heard, and one of those is that part of the Taliban takeover was corruption between the U.S. and Taliban side. So for those of you who don't know, the Taliban had been communicating with, the U.S. troops on ground and the U.S. government and all of that. And they themselves, based on this person that was on the podcast, they themselves were creating deals with different countries as well. So off rip is concerning. We've been on Afghanistan grounds for 20 years, and we've been battling this takeover for that long. And at this point is where we finally back out. But you best believe throughout those 20 years, there have been talks of deals between the Taliban and China, between the Taliban and the U.S. and these other countries where, the Taliban either promises them something or lets them know that, you will have business here or whatnot. And, you could do what you want with that information. I'm not gonna really comment much on it. But yeah, they made deals with different countries. And obviously Sharia law is still a big part of countries like these, Afghanistan being one of them. And if you don't know what Sharia law is, I'm going to put a brief excerpt of what it contains and the laws that are within it. But it will be practiced regardless. It's not like the Taliban's think about something different in terms of, Sharia law. So I'm pretty sure it's probably going to stay intact with their takeover now. But as I was searching this up, the amount of countries that actually practice not entirely every law in Sharia law, but they grab something from Sharia law. A lot of countries do. And I was really surprised. I don't know. Then again, the website I'm getting this on may be wrong. But you do your own research and you search it up. But the one that I clicked on, that shit was crazy. I was like, what, bruh? These are the countries that practice this shit? So I was really surprised by that. Those are the little bullet points that I had to talk about based off of this. I'm not going to talk much about it because, again, if you want to hear more about it and more intrigued on it, go on Patreon, Flagrant 2. And it's right now the latest. It's the latest episode. And on that note, we're actually might do subscriptions, most likely. I don't know yet if it will be on Patreon or on Apple Podcast new subscription options. I'll probably do it there. It's more convenient, and it's also it'll only just be audio, which is the part that's more convenient. But it'll also it's I want to be the new one. Like I want to be the first one there, so if anybody that's been a successful podcast hops on to that part, then I guess they'll get to see me there in our podcast there. And they decide to even press a listen and listen to what we have to say about things. But yeah, so there's that coming soon. September 1st, everybody will get a free subscription for a month on there. So stay tuned on that. But yeah. Moving on to T-Mobile data breach by hackers. So T-Mobile got hacked, bro. I'm currently a T-Mobile user. So you feel me? Y'all lucky I don't sue. You feel me? But there are people suing out there. Over 47 million current and former customers have been hacked. And a lot of information has been hacked, including your social security number. So best believe any phone call that I got, any mail that I got regarding my social security number and anything suspicious about it, I'm definitely putting up a claim about that. So yeah, those who were in T-Mobile before and transferred over to some other phone company, y'all might be clipped too. You feel me? And 47 million is a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people. There are only 350 million people in the U.S. alone. So that's a big portion of, that's a big amount of people, bro. You have to take into account that other people may be in different, there'd be millions of other people in different other phone companies as well. You feel me? Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, find out. And then it's like also like if you go through some shit like this where you data got hacked and whatnot, it's none of our fault as the customers. So why are you still charging us? Like, don't charge me until you get this problem solved. It's that simple. Like, what the fuck? Like, explain that to me, bro. How am I still paying you even though somebody else got my social security number or any kind of information from me, from you? Like, fuck out of here, bro. I don't know, bro. Y'all better get it together, though. Feel me? Because I don't know. Shit like this, reason like this why I'm even thinking about switching. But there's that going on right now. I didn't read much into it because it's still, all of this is still developing stories. So, except for this next one coming up. Sha'Carri Richardson gets smoked by, I'm going to call her her name is Elaine Thompson. I don't know how to say, I guess it's Hera. Elaine Thompson Hera. ETH. Everyone's on track and field now. All of a sudden, ever since she won the first, you know, I'm not following this shit like that. I'm not following her like that. I just know she run track and field, and I know she just like won the race before this one. I don't know much about that shit, bro. But everybody, all of a sudden, is all for track and field, which I don't have a problem with. You feel me? You got to do what you got to do. You feel me? If you like track and field now because of Sha'Carri Richardson or Elaine Thompson Hera, then you like track and field. I liked basketball because of LeBron James. So, anyways, she won the Prefontaine Classic, whatever the fuck that is. I searched it up. I'm gonna leave it up here so you guys see it. And some social media pages show biases where like they'll deadass like at the beginning when she first was popping about like her winning whatever, or no, it wasn't that she won a race. It was the fact that she couldn't run. She couldn't go into the Tokyo 2021 Olympics. Yeah, that's why. Sorry, y'all. Because she got caught smoking weed or whatnot. And everybody was for it. Everybody was like, oh, that's some bullshit. What the hell? This and the third. But the minute that she finally decides to run for something else, which is the propane tank classic, and she loses, everybody's on her ass. Like, everybody's now Jamaican for some reason. Everybody's Jamaican now. Everybody goes for the Jamaican women that's running for Jamaica. Everybody's running for Elaine all of a sudden. I mean, I guess she was popping before, but I'm pretty sure Sha'Carri Richardson's name was more of a household name than Elaine Thompson was. But people wanted to see her fall so bad that once they saw her getting smoked, everybody was just on that ass. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was laughing. Ha 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 this, ha 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 that. Mind you, they was sucking her dick before the whole race anyways. Before, like, don't get me wrong, Elaine Thompson, I remember her going viral for whooping some ass in her previous race. And then that started to get the talk. Everybody was like, yo, you feel me? Like, these Jamaicans coming in. If they taking over Sha'Carri Richardson. But it's like, but damn, bro, like, just be happy there's two black women really running and killing shit, and y'all over here instead, y'all just chewing these women out. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. It's shit like that. And then the social media pages help in no way, shape, or form. There's some, obviously, that, you know, just post the news. She lost. Boom. Leave it at that. But there's some that's like, oh, the smoke. Oh, Sha'Carri Richardson got smoked. Well, this how the race went. Like, bro, come on. Like, I hate these social media pages, bro. I just follow them literally just so I could report right back to you guys about certain fucking news that's popping right now. It's like, that's going viral. That's the only reason why. And I also do fall into the trap of like putting my opinions in some of them in the comments, because they do it on purpose. They do it to provoke my opinion, to get my opinion up there, and for people to like you know get people riled up. Which is why I don't fuck with these social media pages. So fuck all of y'all social media pages. But yeah, They show their biases in that way. And honestly though, it makes you really question, like, was it the weed that was helping her run fast? You feel me? I'm gonna leave y'all with this last take. Is it really the weed? It might be, cuz you have to understand, like, she was running fine before the whole Tokyo drama went down. I don't know, bro. But it's either that or it's just the fact that everybody's gotten into her head. You know, the fact that she blew up, or like more people know about her. For better word. Maybe it's the weed, or maybe it's the fact that, you know, people got into her head. You know, the funny memes got into her head. People making fun of her got into her head. People going against her got into her head. People not rooting for her as much as she used to, as much as they used to, got into her head. Maybe it was one or the other. But I don't know, because she was like the last one, bro. No cap. The whole race. And I know for damn sure not everybody in that race was Jamaican. I don't know, bro. This has been another episode of Scary Hour. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm so excited to do this shit weekly. I don't even care if I just get 3 listens per episode. Like, I really don't. Like, for people who probably see it from outside of the spectrum and don't actually click, like, to watch the episodes, they'll probably just like think, damn, nigga, an hour in and you only get 3 views. It's like, it's part of the process, man. Leave me alone. I like the process. I like this producing every week, content every week, and at least knowing that there's somebody out there that's even if it's just one person listening and enjoying my podcast, and it's amazing to me. You feel me? That I cherish that person more than I would 10 fake people watching my shit. So thank you for you clicking on this and listening all the way through. I appreciate you so much. This is another episode of Scary Hour. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on next week, and take care. Have a good week.